Welcome to Butterfly Stories with myself, Stephen.
And Kelly.
We've got another guest in the studio. We've got Mark Sommerville from the Mark Sommerville Foundation.
Welcome.
How you doing, Mark?
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So Butterfly Stories, we had a wee chat out here beforehand and you said, what's this all about? What's Butterfly Stories? And this is going to be a profound and inspiring podcast. I think we said Butterfly Stories is all about stories of hope and inspiration. You said, what am I here for then? Let's firstly get it out the way, the elephant in the room, like the Mark Sommerville Foundation, what it is you're doing and why you've set it up.
Well, obviously based myself, I'm Mark Sommerville, got diagnosed with MND 10th October 2023. Can't ever get diagnosed with that. My view on this was to get sent home to die. I wasn't going to let that harm. So, going a year now, actually 14 months in, still talking as we're here, still walking, still swimming a bit. Hands are a bit knackered, but where we are, given that was given 18 months to live, I'm 14 months in. So, doing well with that, but the big thing for me is being a bit of inspiration for people. That's not always what happens to you. Fight on and hopefully fight the cause for a cure. That's my big point on it.
Well, the thing that you said to us when you came in is you have two options. You go home and lie in your bed and feel sorry for yourself, or you do what you've done, raising tens of thousands of pounds for this. But the most important thing is why you're trying to raise the money, and it's to find a cure.
To find a cure, but also get awareness that you tend to find the Joe Public in the street will give you everything they can, but our governments, there's a lot of other charities out there as well, and I believe they do a great job with care and stuff like that, but surely the cost of care doesn't weigh the cost of a cure. Mm-hmm. It must cost millions and millions of pounds to care for somebody every day, look after them. It can't be that much to go and get a cure, so my big fight is to look for that. I'm not an unrealistic guy. I think the cure's a bit away, but there must be something there that can at least slow this down for people and at least give them a bit of hope. Where I sit on this side to this table for you guys now, I don't see any hope just now. You've got to go and Google it. You've got to go and research it yourself. And we've wrote to Neil Gray from SNP. We got an automatic email back saying, this is your reference number, somebody will get back to you. It's like going to Morrison's or Tesco and you're shot 'em.
Aye.
I think it's disgusting.
How does that feel for you? Obviously, you are looking for hope. You're looking for more than hope. You're looking for
answers.
You're looking for progress. How does that feel for you?
Disgusting, to be quite honest with you. I'm quite strong and I don't let it get me down, because I know one day I'll tap the door and I'll keep tapping the door, but I see some other people running about me that's got this, and you see the life slipping away from them. And I believe he went and said to them, do you know what, there's something coming the year. How much hope would that give you to fight on, kick on, or even somebody just at government level stand up there and talk about MND? I never see it.
Well, it's a great point, Mark. I mean, there's so much research and evidence being done out there, like the placebo effect. The placebo is built on hope, where people think they're taking something that it's not. So the human mind and body is capable of so much more than people think. So if there was that hope, it might give you that, onus to go, do you know what, I'm fucking going to do this.
Right.
I'm absolutely going to push through this. The reality of the situation is as well, so like, again, we spoke before we came in here, is we had exactly the same situation with my dad. Is you're left to go home and Google everything yourself and search for things. How's that felt for you, being left to go do that?
I think it's disgusting, given that my hands don't work that well now, so doing that you're relying on other people doing it, but there's also a lot of bullshit on Googling that as well, and you could look at that and think, God, I've got that wee twinge here, I've got that there. You're basing all that on your own self. None of us are doctors here. So I think getting that advice from the right people certainly makes you feel better. But I've done the Google stuff and I think, you may as well fling yourself off a bridge. Because everything at the end, it tells you you're going to die. Mm-hmm. Is that really what you want? I don't think so. I don't want people to lie to me. I don't want people to lie to MD. with M&D, but one of them is just try and be there for them, give them a bit of hope. Is there research happening? Where are we with it? Just kind of that kind of side it, to be honest with you. Give you a wee bit of hope and say, do you know what? We're 2 years away. Excellent. I've got a friend, Lindsay Park. Her mum died 14 years ago. She went to a ball with M&D Scotland. I think it was about 7 years ago. And they said we're a year away for a cure.
Really?
Look where we are now. 7 years down the line, never mentioned it again. How disgusting is that?
Why would they not update on why they thought there was going to be a cure and what stopped it? Do you know what I mean?
That's $1 million question. I went to a ball recently as well. It started a year and it was all about, my opinion, people getting drunk. Nothing about a professor coming and talking about it, or kind of getting a wee bit of insight more about it. I think to myself, is my life in these guys' hands?
Aye.
And I'm probably the only person that, and I'm not here to slag any charity in any shape or form. I think M&D Scotland do well with the care side of it, but again, have they saved MD's life? No.
But that, I mean, it's the reality of the situation. Again, Kelly and I have spoke about, obviously knew you were coming in, Mark, so it's like, where do you go with this conversation? It's a natural, it's a real heart-hitting conversation. How, and as you said, it's about hope, inspiration, but how do you find hope in this when you get faced with these answers or lack of answers? How do you find hope?
You've got to look at your kids and say, well, if I get up, I'm just as bad as them, ain't I?
Aye.
And that's my personal opinion. I've always been one like in life that you can give cards in life, but you need to make the most of them that's there. So if I just accept that and roll over, I'm no better than anybody else out there. So I need to get up, give myself a kick in the arse and shake myself down. There's days you feel shite, of course there is, but I can't let this beat me. So, not just me, everybody else, remember, there's people that can't speak, there's people that can't walk, people on breathing apparatus. So, would that be the enemy justice to sit back and say, oh, it's all right, we've got it. Might live 2 years, might live 3 years, but so what? It's just another statistic then, and I'm not going to be that statistic.
How many kids do you have?
I've got 4 kids, got 2 older girls, Rebecca and Ellie, a younger girl, Olivia, and a younger son, Cole.
Right, okay. And again, reality of the situation, how have they faced this news?
We've told the older kids, I've never told Cole and Olivia. Olivia just started high school and she's got nothing on my head about worrying about me.
Yeah.
And Cole's just too young, so
Yeah.
morally I feel that's right. Other people might think it's not, but everybody's different in life, isn't they?
You're their parent and you know best.
They don't need to worry about me.
Yeah.
No, but at some point they might need to tell them. But why do they need to know about that just now?
Aye. And take us back, so you get diagnosed October last year. What was the build-up? What were the signs that came to you? How did you...
I was taking some weakness in my left hand. I've got Crohn's as well, so I thought it was maybe something to do with that. Went to see my consultant, who's been great with me for the Crohn's, and said, we'll send you to neurology. Went to neurology, got some tests in my legs and all that. I got a letter to say, can you come and see us? Bring your wife. I'm like, shit, I might have a wee stroke or something like that. Went in, and very much like us just now, guy sat us down, doctor says, have you heard of Fernando Rickson and Dodie Weir? Well, yes. That's what you've got and you'll be dead in 18 months.
Jeez.
God.
That was it. I got up, being honest with you, I think I told him I was going to fucking strangle him. I got up, walked out, and that was it. And then I went to get a second opinion for a private doctor who really worked for the NHS, but it was doing private. Went in, he told me, you've got it. That was it. And then the next consultation I got was 6 months after that, and a video call. And then the next one after that was a video call. So to this day, I've never seen anybody else about it.
That's awful. There's no compassion there at all, is there?
None whatsoever.
No.
Again, I just want to echo that, Mark, is like the lack of compassionate people at that level in delivering that type of news is unbelievable.
And do you know what's it's terrible to say this, right? And I know this might hurt you, but it's good to hear that happened to you as well. No in a sense that I'm over the moon, but was it just me and my one-off? Which tells us on this podcast, and every podcast here, this is reality.
Well, I think it's that, and it's not always kind of light and fluffy subjects we're going to have in that. This is real life, and this is
Exactly.
a real man's life with kids, with a wife, your friends, other family, and it impacts. It's got that ripple effect, and it impacts everybody. And that is exactly our experience of it in terms of the care as well. There wasn't that specialist training there for that. Again, the way that even they were handling, but in delivering news like that, it's, use your word, disgusting.
And do you know what? I don't believe there's an easy way to deliver this to MD, right? But there's got to be more in it than that, surely. Yeah. I'm not a doctor by any shape or form, but I think I've delivered news to people that are losing their job. And I certainly wouldn't do it in that format. So that's losing your job, this is losing your life. So I think there's other ways around about it. But even the care part, you talk about, I have a nurse who comes out, Suzanne, lovely woman, right? I see her every 3 or 4 months. But comes out and just talks about how she can get me some money.
Aye.
Yeah, check your breathing, check your legs, check your strength. I'm thinking, if I lost the plot, I thought a title of a nurse was somebody done something like that for you.
Yeah.
But it's no. It's like, oh, get your handrail, I could get you that. I'm thinking, I could do all that myself. And I'm not being silly. I know people couldn't do that themselves, but you think with something like this, your nurse would be checking your breathing.
Yeah.
Which is very important for you. Your strength for your legs, strength for your arms. That doesn't happen.
Or even more like individualised care, saying, what do you need from us? Rather than just, we can get you this, we can get you that. It's like, how would you like it to be?
I generally feel like I go for I drip for my Crohn's every 6 weeks. As soon as I get in, they check my blood pressure, they check my blood levels, they check my oxygen, they check my weight. See, when all that's good, I'm skipping about. Because a wee bit of hope that this is not took anywhere with you.
Yeah.
See, if they've done that with you every couple of months, you generally think, oh, my breathing's good. Mm-hmm. Because 9 times out of 10, most people die because they can't breathe. Mm-hmm. And it's a fact of life. So if she comes out and tells you your oxygen levels are sitting at 98, that's a normal level for everybody. But none of that happens. None of it happens. So I really don't get the purpose of that. Mm-hmm. Lovely woman, where did they get away for her? But not a bad job if you can get it.
I know. And who's assessing all this? Who's sitting saying, is like asking people that are experiencing it if they happy with their level of care?
Again, Kelly, that's something I raised with M&D Scotland to say, why don't we have a board with people with M&D on it that we can maybe feed this kind of stuff back? And I was kind of my opinion, kind of shut to the side, like, he's got too much to say for himself. Surely that's what it's all about.
Because you're going to highlight their lack of work.
You hear it firsthand for the people who are saying these are the small changes, but small changes can make a big difference to people's lives. Is that going to keep me alive? No. Is it going to give me a bit of hope? Of course it is. Mm-hmm. Again, what Stephen said, sometimes in life drugs isn't always about drugs to keep you alive, it's your own mental health and your own brain. So if that kid, somebody says, God, I was at 98 oxygen there, I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
And in 4 months you come back, you're starting 98. There's 6 months. Mm-hmm. So in 4 it could be a year. Mm-hmm. But if you think, oh shit, I'm feeling terrible, my oxygen's very low, you naturally do feel terrible, don't you? Mm-hmm. It's life, you get the cold, you either lie in your bed or you go home and do something about it. Mm-hmm. If you lie in your bed with the cold, you naturally feel worse, don't you? Mm-hmm. The thing is, you know the cold's going to get away. This is, don't you?
Do you know, it's funny, Mark, I've never contemplated it from that point of view before, so I'll hold my hands up and say, like, with MND Scotland and stuff, again, I'm not picking in any charity, the care side of things, as you said, I think, yes, they're providing, like my dad get the eye gaze machine and stuff like that when he'd lost his speech, and they provided other like handrails and laptops and all this malarkey. But I never once stopped, and I'm thinking, why didn't I stop and think that? But see, listen, because I never had this conversation with Dad, but listen to somebody like yourself thinking, I'm not interested in that, I'm interested in, I want to still be alive. And it's such an obvious thing to think of.
I think they done something recently there, and I'm sure it was, correct me if I'm wrong, I can't remember, it was like a bereavement council for Erica. I'm like, fucking hell, you've got me dead.
Aye.
Bereavement council they're offering. What is that saying? Everybody's getting M&D. If you're already working on bereavement council, you've tempted fate already, haven't you? It's just a matter of time. And you know what, Erica, we'll come and see you and we'll talk to you how Mark died. Mm-hmm. What about talking to keep Mark alive?
Yeah.
That'd be a very important thing for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Then saying, the obvious is there, of course it is, but can we not try and change the obvious?
Yeah.
Aye. And it's funny, it's almost unique, MND, in that you look at cancer and Parkinson's and diabetes and the amount of money that gets ploughed into that on an annual basis. And arson cures.
Everybody I meet says the worst disease you can ever get, right? It's the worst disease you can ever get, but there's no help or support there for it. Yeah. How do you work that out?
Why do you think that is?
My personal opinion, there's not enough people got it, and there's not enough money to be made on it.
Aye.
That's my personal opinion. I think it's just, because not enough got it. There's only 700 or 1,000. Does it move the dial? Probably no. But look, we'll look at assisted dying just now, right? That's going to cost millions and millions and millions of pounds to bring that in. Why not keep it alive?
Yeah.
Why not put that money into getting a drug? Do you know what I get there? Maybe I don't know where I might be in that in 2 or 3 years. It might be that bad that I've had enough. But see the people who want to stay alive. Let's keep them alive.
Aye, pour the money.
Do you know what I mean? Let's put the money into that. There'll be people at the end of their life and God love them, and so much pain and everything else. But there's a lot of people here like myself who want to fight on, but they're doing all this consideration to kill you. Let's put enough consideration to keep us alive.
Yeah.
I think of men in that way. And these people that are voting on this assisted dying, they're all healthy people. Mm-hmm. They're all in there healthy people. Do you know what I mean? So how can they take mafia into their hands?
I think that's part of it though, like the people that's voting, they're the ones with the power, and it's probably none of them have had someone affected by it, so that's why it isn't highlighted so much.
And I totally get it. I'm not against it in any shape or form, but I just bloody wish they'd put so much time and effort into looking at M&D, looking at that and saying, well, do you know what, it's never off the news about it now, but assisted dying, well, I never see M&D in the news, unless, God forbid, it was Rob Burrows, somebody famous that's got it. Then it's all over the news for a couple of weeks, because it's getting viewers. After that, there's none happens.
Aye.
Dies a death.
So what work have your charity been doing? What have you been doing?
So the charity's really there, raising awareness. That's our biggest campaign. We're doing a box just now because, again, when I get diagnosed with this, I went to occupational therapist. I gave a big list of stuff to go away and buy. I'm thinking, in this day and age, people either eating, but now I've got to go and buy a back scratcher, all sorts of shoehorns. So my big goal was for this year was to create a box that we could give out to everyone in M&D. So we've done that now, and my cousin's on a show later, so I don't want to steal his thunder on it too much, but that's a big part of it for us.
Yeah.
But just making awareness, getting it out there. Listen, we're never going to find a cure with the Mark Sommerville Foundation, never, right? We're never going to be big enough. But where we can be is bloody getting out there and making it aware and help people like all Maggie down the road who's got nothing at all, Betty or Paul or John, everything that be. If that's getting them a loaf of bread, then do you know what? So be it, that's what we'll do. But I think in the short period of time, I think we've done more than a lot of others.
That's the first step to change though, is awareness and getting people talking, so that's amazing.
And don't you ever worry about, do you see your cousin? Don't you worry about, give us the scoops. Just give us the scoops there.
The canny's bigger than me.
You never know, but I know you're saying that you're never going to affect that amount of change, you find a cure, but you might raise enough awareness with the right person to affect the change.
And Stephen, that's exactly where I want to be. Money-wise, we'll know about it, but you never know who watches podcasts, and we've wrote to some, believe it or not, we've wrote to Donald Trump, we've wrote to Sir Tom Hunter, we've wrote to Elon Musk, we've wrote to all these people, because you never know, one day they might just pick it up. We wrote to Prince William, because Prince William went there and gave Rob Burrows a medal, which was lovely. But what's he done to help?
Aye.
After that, they're a wee MBE, well done, mate. I've been very proud of him when he stood up now and said, you know what, I'm going to fight that guy's corner. That's what it meant to me. I'm quite sure that meant to Rob Burrows' his family.
Aye.
Because it's all great and well going for that big photo opportunity. The guy's dead now. His kids have not got a dad. I'll go there and say, do you know what? I'm going to fight that tooth and nail to get a cure. That's what it mean to me. I'm sure it mean to most people.
Aye.
But with yourself, with your dad passing away, these people step up to the plate. They've got a big platform. Please use it.
Honestly, Mark, I'm not just saying it, but it's like, again, because I didn't talk, you just didn't talk to my dad like this, these kind of conversations, you just cracked on with it, and you had your head in the trenches almost, and you were just doing what you had to do to get on. But it's a totally different perspective on it. Of course, it's so obvious when you look at it. It's like, it is all just clickbait and like, look at me, and it's a bit showy. Where the real thing that matters is we need an answer.
But that's exactly it. Even just for them to say we are involved in it, we are doing this in the background, but there's nothing. There's nothing. Do you know what I mean? Your dad 7 years ago, you were having to Google it. We're 7 years on, nothing's changed.
Aye.
There's nothing there. So we got to be another 7 years, another 7 years. Believe it or not, my sister looked at something, and it was the 1800s. Somebody died with M&D.
Really?
So this is nothing new.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? But there's nothing. Most things like cancer, there's chemo and that there now. And God love MD has got cancer and that. I'm certainly nothing. But every time you switch the TV on or the radio, it's always highlighting there's something there. But with this, it's like it takes a celebrity to die. And then it goes a couple of months, it's off, that's it. Topics forget about them until somebody else dies. And it's shocking. It breaks your heart looking at that. You think, you're sitting saying, you wouldn't wish this in your worst nightmare, but you're sitting saying, wonder why the Royals got it. I wonder if somebody very famous got it with the change. That's disgusting to think that way, but unfortunately, Mark Sommerville's not going to change us. Yeah. Maybe why they would. But is that how bad this world is nowadays, that we've got to rely on somebody famous to do something about this?
I know.
Everybody's life matters. And I've said that quite a lot in podcasts, because when something seems to happen, we all go on the bandwagon. Everybody's life matters.
Absolutely.
So why is M&D patients just getting left to go on with it?
But you see that, Mark, in society in general, even when it's nothing to do with illness, like people are clicking on the celebrity stuff, what to know about celebrity life and celebrity culture and stuff like that, and it takes that for something to happen there to affect change. Whereas you say, why should it? But what a really positive thing from this is I can see is your community of people you've got around about you, your family, your friends, your old MDs, you said in your first podcast in here, G4. What a great bunch of people you've got around about you.
Oh, amazing. Listen, they keep me going every day. We're always focusing on stuff. The call for G4, yourselves now. Every month we're chipping away at something. But between us all, we hit some of these big players now.
Yeah.
Because they're the people who move the dial.
Yeah.
So, another shout out to SNP or Scottish Government on this. He's watch us. You know where we are. Why are they hiding away? That's what annoys me. I don't believe for 1 minute in their local MPs watch these podcasts, but they're not coming near us.
Aye.
If you've got something to hide, you hide away, don't you? If nothing to hide, I'd be sitting in a studio talking about it if I had nothing to hide. So these are the people I think Stephen will definitely. We're already amazing, absolutely amazing and pushing it to the limit, but at some point you hit a ceiling. We need these people to come and be accountable and tell us. We know they tell us there's no money there. 1.3 billion for the post office scandal, 1.6 billion for the blood scandal. Who caused that? Our governments. But they can manage to pay all that money out now.
And they managed to find the money when they
find the money. Labour, Keir Starmer took the job on the Monday, put 3 billion to Ukraine. Where'd that 3 billion come from? So people tell me there's no money there. My wife tells me that all the time. She always gets a new dress. They're very much like Erica. You know what I mean? So, but on a bigger scale. So, the money's there. Let's just be honest about it. You can find it when you need it. So, don't gaze all this for no money. I don't believe it for a minute. Yeah. I just don't think they want to.
Who in your life, so you've mentioned your kids there, who else in your life is helping you drag you through this thing and keep your spirits high?
Probably Erica. Erica does everything for me. But it's hard when you're 43 and you can't tie your own laces. You can't eat your own dinner now, you've got to help with that. But it's mental. If you probably asked me this 10 months ago, I'd be breaking my heart great. No, you just get on with it. You get resilience, you get on with it. But I beg Emily to go through this. When you went through it with your dad, but physically came through it yourself, having to sit there and say, I need a pee. Well, I need to wait and somebody give me a hand. Or first came here, my co went to shake my hand, couldn't shake her hand. It's all the kind of things. And you know what, every one of them get me through it, but I don't know, I'm at peace a wee bit with it, and I just know where I'm at, but it's difficult, it's very difficult, and there isn't any one individual person. I think there's loads of individual people there. People that don't even know me, then sponsor walks, then people jump out of planes for me. I just think it was an arsehole, but obviously no, all these people are doing all this stuff for you yourself. But the community spirit and everybody's amazing. So if everybody else can rally around this, so can important people.
Aye, absolutely.
Everybody's got a very busy life, I get that, and I always say this to everybody, all my friends and that, don't put yourself with me, you've got your own family, but they're at a drop of a hat. See if maybe these important people maybe do a bit of that. I think life would be a lot better for everybody else.
I know.
Aye.
Having that community around you, that must give you the drive and the
It's amazing, Kelly, it keeps you going, you going in life. But you're relying on these people where it's more important people it should be. You're relying on who can really make that difference.
Yeah.
And that's my big push now, is to be on their case until the day I die. Because they're the people that need to stand up and be counted.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, so they can do whatever they want me. If I die, they've got blood in their hands. Everybody's died with M&D, they could have done something to help them. In my personal opinion, I don't think they have. I don't think they have any shape or form. 7 years. My pal Lindsay's mum was 14 years ago. God's sake, in 14 years and 7 years, nothing's happened.
It's probably the same stuff. You're probably Googling the same stuff as I was.
I guarantee you, Stephen. And you look at it, and do you know what? There's Australia's doing drugs, America's doing drugs. I sat with a wee guy, Frank McAnally, for Labour, who's been really solid, to be quite fair to him just now. But I've asked him, if all these other countries are doing these drugs, why are the governments not talking to these other countries? Why am I having to look online and potentially putting myself at risk even more and try to source these drugs for Australia? Or it could be a wee guy in a back suitcase that's selling anything.
I know.
But if at least if the government is looking at it and saying, do you know what? That drug in Australia is a lie, it's not going to work. That drug in America is a lie, it's not going to work. Please, M&D, don't look into it. But they don't, you just get left to go on with it and chase that hope yourself. So there should be something like that for me to come out and say, we've looked at all these trials that's out there, name's really working, or do you know what? That one in America is really working. It's £20,000 a year. The government can give you 10. You need to fund something yourself then. Give you the opportunity of that. But there's nothing.
Like, I'm not want to come across like I'm wearing a tinfoil hat or anything like that with this. I don't want to turn it into that kind of podcast where it's conspiracy theories. But, big but there, if you look at things like COVID, like how quickly they got vaccines through clinical trials, months it took them to get that through. You know, the typical length of a clinical trial is 5 years. You look at that for it to get through to approval stage.
So it tells you it can happen.
Aye.
In one stage, listen, I'm certainly not a doctor in any shape and form, whatever probably pitfalls that's going to have for people that had these jags in years to come, we'll never know.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly sure if MD just now, they came and say, take this jag, it'll keep you alive 5 years. I take it. You take every. What have you got to lose? That's my question to MD. What have I got to lose? They've already told them dying, so you take it in. You be honest with you, get a try. And again, what you said earlier, Stephen, just that wee bit in your mind. You could be tricking yourself thinking it's working and it's not working.
Aye.
But that belief in your brain is stronger than anything you've got in your body.
Yeah.
Especially when you see what that's attached to for you as a human being. Again, we're talking about a human being here. The things that's attached to that 5 years, it's not just 5 years for you, it's 5 years for that circle round about you.
And even just that, and listen, we see things change every day in the world. Obviously in M&D I don't see any change, right? 14 years, 7 years. But if we can get it out there, there is going to be something there eventually. So if you get another 5 years, you know it's slowing it right down, you know you're going to be still breathing, still walking in 5 years, think yourself, well, I can live with that. Empty can get up with a bus tomorrow.
Aye.
I would rather that. I would rather that than have this. Because you know every day there's a bit of your life slipping away. People say to me, it's like somebody putting a big stopwatch around your neck and you never know when it's going to just press the button. So live with that every day of your life, then you've lived life a bit.
Yeah.
So people don't get that and think, oh, but you go to your bed and just die. Well, I'd rather that.
Because you didn't know.
Exactly. You're not having to go through the life, having to get your laces tied for you, having to go to the toilet with somebody, having to get your dinner done, your teeth brushed. You don't have all that. But you don't also put all that stress on your family and your friends as well, because it hurts them. It must break their heart to think, God, they'll see every couple of months son treachery me. I don't know what to tell you, but you know what? You can tell the way they look at your son and think, so that it comes with it as well. It's not just me, it kills a bit of them as well.
Aye, and that's what I mean by that. It's not just you that 5 years, it's that circle of people you've got. That's a ripple effect again, it's affecting.
And the strain it could put on your partner. And I always think that, I'm 43, Erica's 43. And I think, used to think you were the man in the house. Not being sexist to that in any shape or form, but I think, God, what if Erica hurt herself now? Who would look after her kids? That's a bit easy way you would get a home with. It's disgusting when you have to think of that. I never thought about that, never in my life. I was like, I'll be here, I'll be going fine. But now I look and think, the other day I had a really bad night. I tried to go up the stairs and Erica hurt her back. And I'm like, shit, she's hurt her back. My legs have went a wee bit. Who looks after Colin Olivia now?
But again, Mark, it's the reality of the situation, and I think, so I'm 43 as well, and I think, especially maybe our generation, is that a bit of male pride within you?
Oh, big time.
You do want to protect your partner, you do want to protect your family, so I get it, I absolutely get it.
And that's the crucial bit when you get your kids there and you're thinking, who's there for them now? Isn't it?
Aye.
I think the one thing that could give you peace of mind is the people that have surrounded you during this. You know,
big time.
You'll be looked after.
Big time. That's a saving grace. You know, there's good people there, but there's nothing better than looking after somebody yourself and having somebody to do it for you.
Yeah.
But it's good to know that security's there, but they also look for this hope and all, because they're all searching something every night and every day. And I've seen this in America, I've seen this here, which is amazing. But again, how does it take us to go do that?
Yeah.
How's they just coming and saying, do you know what? There's nothing there. I don't know. That's the hardest bit. That having to search all yourself and do all the hard work yourself.
Yep.
You've got a big enough fight staying alive.
Aye.
So if somebody was listening to this today and they felt inspired and wanted to help, how could they help out your charity?
Certainly, we're on Facebook. Friend us on Facebook and ask us. And even, I said this before in podcast, listen, we're just about everybody being together, trying to help out. But anybody that needs your support as well, whether it's coming and talking to them or anything at all, anything we could do, no stupid questions, no nothing, just come and ask. Get us on Facebook, we'll come back to you straight away. We'll come and see you. Or if you want to join our committee and you've got some skills there, no, even if you don't get any skills, see if you just want to go out once a month and come to something, then come along, because it's all about sharing the love. That's what it's all about for us.
And can people make donations for your boxes that you're making as well?
Well, the boxes will be gifted out to us, so we've got loads of events coming up, so when we put them up, anybody wants to come to it. We're also on our Facebook page. If they want to donate, they could go on that and we'll send them a link to donate.
Lovely.
But I say this all the time and I always get shot down. I'm not interested in the money.
No.
I'm no whatsoever. I'm interested in sharing the awareness.
Yeah.
And the more people we have talking about this, that's worth any amount of money you can get. So please don't think I'm ever on here begging for money, because that's not what we're all about.
No, not at all. No.
No interest in it. If somebody wants to give us £1, it's £1 we never had, right? But if somebody can just share these podcasts and share it to somebody else, that's worth any amount of money you can get, because you never know who that could target.
Yeah.
I used to listen to going off the tangent, Mark, sorry, but I used to listen to a guy, you remember Scotty McClue? Back in the day, it was talk radio, he used to say, tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. You've got that wee ripple effect. If you go tell 10 of your pals to go tell 10 of them, it'll have that effect and spread awareness of what you're doing.
Honestly, that's exactly, it's a great analogy, but that's exactly what we're looking for. Just share it and share it and share it, because when you get to a level, there's nowhere for them to hide after a while.
Aye.
It's too much out there. They can't say we never knew about you, didn't know what was happening. Quite clear day.
And again, it comes back down to people are dead quick to share whatever P. Diddy's up to, or Eminem's up to, or Rihanna's up to, or whatever they're up to. That's easy to do, but this is a real guy in our community right now.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here at 43, Steve. There's probably a lot of people young watching this thinking, oh, it can't happen to me. Well, I'm 43. I know a guy got diagnosed a month ago at 31.
Jeez.
So anybody that watches this, don't think you're unique.
Aye.
It can happen to you. It's not just older people this happens to. So I pray to God it doesn't happen to you, but you could be sitting around your dinner table one day in the same shoes I'm in now. So just be mindful of that. A lot of people think, oh, okay, I'm alright. I thought that. Very selfish probably, but I thought that until, look at me now, a year in, 14 months in now, with uncurable disease. So we're all touchable, we're not untouchable, we're touchable. So
I don't think you'd be described as selfish now, Mark.
No.
So the work you're doing, and again the message I hope that people get from this is a guy that's been faced with devastating news and is making the absolute best of it.
I think you've got to be, you could go home and just lie and cry, as we said at the start of this, but is that an easy option out here? I think so. The bigger options, make awareness, make it count, make every day count. That's the way it should be, innit?
Yeah.
Amazing, Mark. Listen, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Shoes, for having us, and I'm sure we'll be back again at some point.
Absolutely.
We'd love to have you back.
Thank
you
so
very much. Thank you.